founder of our company has overseen the design and manufacture of over 10,000 roll-off hoists. We strive to use that experience to your best advantage. GalFab hoists are jig-built to offer consistent and accurate products. GalFab is an industry leader in hoist design innovation. GalFab hoists are designed with the end user in mind. When you combine GalFab's experience and technology, you get one of the best roll-off hoists available in the market. And like the rest of our fine products, they are made right here in the USA. GalFab manufactures all of the top models of roll-off hoist that are in today's market. We also offer special models to fit unusual user applications. The outside rail model is the most popular design used in the U.S. waste industry. We will be concentrating the bulk of our presentation on the outside rail model. The first feature we will look at is the auto fold forward D.O.T. bumper. This bumper folds toward the truck frame when the hoist is in the raised position. Most other manufacturers' D.O.T. bumpers fold down towards the tail of the hoist. As a result, the GalFab fold forward design does not as easily get bent up or torn off in landfills or other non-flat surfaces. This fold forward design also tends not to pick up trash as easily, as it is up and out of the way while dumping a load. See how the bumper folds as the hoist is raised and lowered. This is a prime example of the GalFab advantage. These are the long sill container support or rear wings. The GalFab long sill container support is standard on most GalFab cable hoist models. The wings aid in loading misaligned containers and alleviates the need for the two most rear side rollers per side on the hoist. As most haulers know, the rear side rollers are replaced due to wear more than any others. The long sill support also increases the life of the long sill of the container by allowing up to 8 feet of the container to rest on the support. It also allows containers with no nose cone or worn nose cone rollers to engage the wing and slide forward more easily. This reduces wear and scarfing of the mainframe. A little grease in this area would reduce friction and promote easier forward movement. The GalFab side roller system is unique in that the shaft rests in a hole drilled into the mainframe of the hoist. Some manufacturers weld a plate onto the side of the mainframe. The GalFab design allows the container long sills to be fully supported by the side rollers. Therefore, there is more bearing on the shaft and there is no overhung load. By loosening the 2 bolts on the front plate, the shaft can be easily removed for roller replacement. You will really appreciate the time savings realized by changing a shaft by removing 2 bolts as opposed to cutting off a stub shaft and welding on a new one. There are no cotter pins or washers that wear out prematurely. This is also the GalFab advantage. We have 2 types of optional hold-on systems that we normally use, the hooker and a ratchet tie-down. The hooker uses air-operated components integrated with PTO controls. When the PTO is on, the arms are down and out of the way so containers may be loaded or unloaded from the hoist. When the PTO is off, the arms come up and engage the container long sills and you are ready to transport. Manual controls are available on request. These arms provide a potential vertical load capacity of 40,000 pounds each, or 160,000 pounds total. The driver need not leave the cab to secure the container. Ratchet tie-downs use a hook on 4-inch wide nylon straps and a ratcheting system to tie the container down. Each side would have a ratchet to provide 2 securement straps. The ratchets slide in these channels to be able to line up with the spaces between the cross sills on the bottom of the container. Both systems require an open space between the cross sills and space between the long sills and the floor to allow the hooks or the arms to be able to engage the container long sills. GalFab hoists are jig built for quality, accuracy, and consistency. Here is a jig with hoist frame components being located and tack welded together. After they are removed from the jig, they are moved to a welding station for solid welding to develop the necessary structural integrity. A serial number is welded into the inside of the main frame tube at the front on the passenger side as a permanent record for identification. The weldment is then moved to a sub-assembly station. Removable items like auto-fold bumpers, cables, winch cylinders are installed. The rear apron is attached. Basic hydraulic plumbing is installed. The assembly is now ready to be placed on a truck chassis in one of our mounting bays. Mounting is an involved process. All of the variations from chassis manufacturers must be reviewed and addressed. Battery boxes, air tanks, and any other items may need relocated. Air tanks may need added for increased air capacity. Chassis are moved into mounting bays after any issues are resolved. Chassis modifications are made if they are required. The rear of the truck frame is cut off at the correct location and the hoist is placed in position. After the hoist is secured to the truck frame, installation of final components can begin. Removable items like valves, lift cylinders, tarping systems, additional axles, bumpers, and requested options are all installed to complete the first stage of mounting. After all of the options required by the sales order are satisfied, the unit is ready for cleaning prior to the paint process. Weld spatter and surface imperfections are removed. The unit is power washed with an acid soap mixture to remove any chemicals or residues. It is now ready to primer and finish paint. After the paint is dried sufficiently, lights and fenders are installed. Safety decals are applied and the mounting process is complete. The unit is inspected for quality of manufacture and completeness of order requirements. The unit is now ready for delivery to the customer. An instruction manual is included for maintenance, service, and parts replacement. Care has been taken to be sure that all the details requested by the customer have been adhered to. Our goal at GalFab is to make sure your hoist provides you with many years of great service. Proper maintenance, absence of abuse, and a good training program are essential to make sure that those goals are attained with your GalFab Rolloff Hoist.